Chadeo. Whoa, whoa. To the place where he calls home, down in Colorado. Chadeo. Chadeo. Whoa. Chadeo. Chadeo. Whoa, whoa. Chadeo. Chadeo. Whoa.
Oh my god, I just can't seem to get it. What the? Oh my god, Chadeo!
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Thought Provoking Thursday. Today we are talking about Queen and the Beatles. I have sent out links to some people, so hopefully they meander on over here. Be cool to have a great conversation about the Beatles or Queen. See who's here. We see what's up, gamer. You came by earlier. How you doing? Good to see ya. Beef Jerky Boys. What's up? What's up? David Arthur. Nice to see you guys. Welcome, welcome. And it's a cold day out, so I figured I'm gonna grab a Sam Adams cold snap and sip on that while we chit chat. But yeah, grab my Beatles shirt. I figured, what the hell? I don't need to hide that I do prefer the Beatles over Queen, but it is very close in my book. And we'll get into discussions and all this stuff about both bands and find out who likes who better. But yeah, so hope you're all doing very well. Okay, see, that's something you didn't need to retract that. That's okay. No, I've never myself been a Stones fan, and I will admit that I've never really gotten to the Rolling Stones. But that's a battle of itself, the Beatles or the Rolling Stones. Because, oh yeah, Beatles and the Rolling Stones, that's a hell of a discussion there. Because both bands started around the same time. They both grew massively quickly. But Queen and the Beatles, a little bit different generations. There's a lot of crossover between fans of both bands. I feel like I'm yelling. Hopefully I'm not yelling. Sorry, guys. Oh, and I got a new pipe in the mail today. I got a nice corncob pipe. Look at that. I'm a Huckleberry fan. But yeah, so just kind of chilling and relaxing today. Didn't do any recordings. I still have a huge list. I'm like, nah, I'll get to them when I get to them to record and schedule those out. I've got plenty of videos already scheduled, so I'm not worried about that. What did Paul McCartney say to Peppa Pig? I'm not too sure. No, I'm not a Coors Light fan at all. Do not like Coors Light. It's just too thin, too light, and not really my thing. But yeah, so far the poll is 50-50 split. So there we go. And I had a feeling this would be a topic that would be 50-50. He said, I want to hold your hand. There you go. Nicely done, gamer. Okay, now you're confusing me. Are you picking Queen or No Doubt? Just kidding. There you go, Groovy. As to why. Sounds good, Captain. I'll see you in about 5. Keystone Light. Yeah, I've been kind of on the Keystone Light kick since they got rid of Keystone Ice, and I can't even find a tall boy anymore. I should have bought a few more when I had the chance. Dang it. No, you're good. You're good, JV. No worries. All right, just kind of checking all my message boards and everything. One more option. Don't care. Okay, that's nice, Shark. Don't care either. I'm still sipping on the new. Dude, that new Pepsi sounds awesome. The Nitro. Oh man, so creamy. I would love it. Not really a Bud Light fan either. I like Keystone Light and I like Miller Light. Usually, I just get light lagers from craft, breweries is when I get stuff. Yo, what up, Twisted? How you doing? Got the link if you want to come up and discuss Beatles and Queen. Queen, Beatles. Oh, Groovy, if you're still here, it came. Look at that. Nice little corn cob. This is the nicest corn cob I think I've ever gotten. And one of the more inexpensive ones, too. And I was like, that's a score. Kitty Purrs, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, just curious to know, who do you guys prefer and as to why? Why do you prefer one over the other? That would be if Paul McCartney toured with Queen. They'd be the Queen Beatles. I'm doing good. How are you doing? Like Keystone Light, I should be drinking more Miller Lite. Miller Lite's pretty good. I don't know. I don't really go for. I'm probably this weekend I'll pick up like a 15-pack of Stone Light, but last few weeks I've been kind of taking a break from Keystone Light just because I was wanting some flavor and something different with craft beer. Coors Light is nasty. Bud Light is nasty. Even regular Budweiser near nasty. Miller Light is the best. Ooh. One more day of freedom indeed, sir. I have been confirmed. Monday's start date has been confirmed. Everything is in order and good to go. Yeah, buddy. I took care of all the stuff I had to take care of last week, so as soon as they started sending me paperwork and stuff to fill out, I got it knocked out, and I'm like, yep, getting this ready to rock and roll. So I know Carla said you'd be up in a little bit, so I look forward to it. Favorite Mario game would be the original N64 Mario Kart. I love it. Or Mario Party, if you want to go more modern. I do enjoy some Mario Party. It's a lot of fun. Very much so. But a TV show from the night. Oof. I don't know. There's so many good ones I grew up with. But I don't know. Even the original Super Mario Brothers game was fun on the Nintendo Entertainment System, the NES. I loved it. But yeah, so I did send Blake the link. Blake has the link. I really want Blake to come up for this. That would be a lot of fun to have Blake up here, and some of you all come on up. I know you'll be coming up eventually. I like Busch Light Apple. That's the only Busch Light I like. So that comes back out again in 6 months. I can't wait. I plan on picking up at least 330 packs of that. I love that beer. I could drink it all day. I think I found Busch Light Apple at a liquor store not too far from me a month and a half ago. That was awesome. I don't know if Blake has his own life going on, but I know he's live. Just kidding, Blake. Oh! Get up here, Blake. Come on up. If your show's over, come on up. Teresa, thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you so much for the $3. How are you doing? Real quick, I got someone in the basement, but I need to play this for Miss Teresa.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get laid.
Hey, what's up, Captain? How you doing?
I'm grand, thanks. You?
I'm well. Just waiting to get this not really an argument. I just wanted that's a discussion. Just curious to see what people. Well, I know who you like.
Yeah, Blake wants to come up, so
Mm.
if you're brave enough, if you want to put up with Blake, send us a link.
I messaged Blake the link on Facebook. Check your Facebook, Blake. I got the link up there for you. Chadeo, buddy, I do. Sorry. Oh man, Busch Light Apple's good. Oh yeah, that might be the next discussion. Favorite cheap beer. That'd be a good discussion. But
I haven't really been a beer drinker in about 15 years now.
Yeah, I just started.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I started getting into craft beer probably big time 10 years ago.
See, we don't have a big selection here. Guinness dominates the Irish market completely. And we don't get freeholds like that. So bars, sort of, if they want Guinness, they have to stock Guinness products. So it makes it difficult to get anything else in it. You know, you go to England or Scotland, you get all sorts of stuff there, you know. But God, I remember going to a bar in Gretna Green in Scotland, and McEwan's was the bar that owned, or the brewery that owned them, but they had like 4 different types of ale on. There was a McEwan's Velvet Ale. It was lovely.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah, just lovely and smooth. And, you know, so. Right. Who's coming up here?
I've sent a bunch of people links. I don't know if Blake is on his Facebook yet, but that's where I dropped the link for him. Sent it to Joey, Carla, several other people via Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. So I just sent it out to several people.
I don't know Twitter very well. I was wondering if you could forward that, because
might be able to. I don't know. I don't know Twitter very well. I used to use Twitter. That was basically the dominating one I used when I was gaming, and now it seems like Facebook is how I connect with everybody anymore.
I haven't been on Facebook in years. Not a fan at all.
Yeah.
So I only been on Twitter, to be honest. You know, because of doing this now, to be honest, just to keep in contact with people.
Yep. Oh yeah. Hey, fine dining. Heck yeah, Thomas. Hi. Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, I was done with Facebook for a while. I never closed my account, but it's even my posts on Facebook. It's like, hey, I'm doing this show, or you know, hey, I got a new video. Check it out, especially the food reviews, because my family likes those. So I just post those up on Facebook so they can check it out. And just memories. Usually pictures of my old cat Mojo and Skeet. I like to try to post pictures of them.
It just got too toxic for me. I was only really using it to follow the bands that I was going to see, and to get announcements for
Oh yeah.
gigs and things. And I'd only a handful of people on it. That Fred left here and moved to Canada actually. Librarian actually, and he moved to
Oh,
Canada,
nice.
and I kept in touch with him for a while, but it just got to be it's just too many arseholes on it, to be honest. That
Yeah.
I walked away, and then to be honest, I also people kept trying to friend request me, and I kept turning them down because I had no interest. I just
Mm-hmm.
the people that I work with, and even members of my family, I always try to keep things separate. So
Mm-hmm.
um, that's why I'm on here purely as Captain Papton.
Yep.
Got that anonymity. So
Mm-hmm.
the Beatles are winning.
Yeah, I don't even think I know your real name, and hey, you know what? That's okay. You're Captain Bapton. That's
Yeah,
how I see it. And I'm like, yep, that's Captain.
yeah. Well, it just means if I do anything stupid or say anything stupid.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yo, what's going on?
Hey, Axe, how are ya?
Good, man. You don't think I can let you have this kind of discussion without me, do you?
I know. I knew I had to send you the link. I'm kind of showing my hand right now, or my chest. That's my band.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah,
So you're
for
a
sure.
Beatles guy, eh?
I grew up in a house listening to the Beatles, and even
Everybody
after my
did, yeah.
parents divorced, both homes were Beatles were always playing. So yeah, I grew up with the Beatles.
See, there's a lot of controversy and kind of like conspiracy around the Beatles.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting band. Even when they came over, like the history. There's an old documentary I did that they did a long time ago. I did a big project on them. And they were kind of brought over to combat the music that was being popularized at the time. So there's like a lot of like the black community, the music was getting so big, the blues music was getting so big, it was getting played on radios and kids were listening to it. And at that time, they didn't like their kids listening to that music.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And so the Beatles were kind of a put together like a Backstreet Boy band.
Yep.
They were recruited by American producers, and if you look at pictures of them, they wanted something to fix up to make kids that parents could approve of.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted their kids listening to that music. They wanted them. They liked their image. If you look at pictures of the Beatles before they arrived on American soil, they were bums. Leather coats, streets, cigarettes, messed up hair. They were rock and roll kids.
Yeah.
They were street rats.
Mm-hmm.
The moment they landed on American soil, they had those nice little bobby haircuts. They were in black tuxedos. They were doing bebop, and they weren't shaking no hips, just their shoulders back and forth. They're set up. And the funny thing is, the first thing they said when they landed on American soil, they said, "We're here to take back rock and roll." And so they were kind of a Hollywood put together and you didn't start to see their real music until later on, until they kind of broke out of that and they went back into their psychedelic stuff and their hippie trend.
Yeah.
But when they first came over, they were kind of a sellout band.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. I mean, Paul and George knew each other for years.
They were together.
And I think they met George through school or something as well. And Ringo was brought on. Their original drummer literally kicked to the curb before they started even getting famous in England. So
yeah, well,
Ringo was slapped in there.
I stand or I sit to be corrected, but I thought it was much more organic than that. They obviously were in bands before. They toured for years.
Oh yeah, in England,
their skills and
they're a band in England for sure. Yeah,
I mean, and Germany and obviously they were massive here before the English invasion or the British invasion.
Oh yeah, and then they brought them over here and they give them some haircuts and dusted them off and.
Well, no, I mean, that should have had. If you look at the early videos, please, me, and all that, the suits, the ties, the stupid mop tops, and all the rest of it. But I mean, I get your point. Were they manipulated? Were they used? Of course they were. We're all used every day in one way, or the other. But and the media always has an agenda. Governments always have an agenda. But I think ultimately, if that was their plan, it probably backfired on them after a while. Because once they
Eventually, because anything, what happens is competition arises, and what happened was the Rolling Stones came over, and then you start having that more raw, organic competition where it's like these guys aren't really touched by the Hollywood market, so now they kind of let them loose a little bit and let those battles take place in the open market, and it was a good battle. Ultimately, the Stones won.
But there's lots of the bands. I mean, the Mersey beat sound alone, spawned the Searchers, Jay and the Pacemakers. My mum, out of all of them, would watch or listen to Jay and the Pacemakers before she'd listen to the Beatles or anybody else, and there's all sorts of bands come out of that era and that area. Because I mean, when you go to Liverpool, you can go to the Albert Dock in Liverpool has the Beatles Museum and all in it, and I've been in the cavern, I've been in there, where they played for years.
You better choose your words very wisely, youngin.
Shut up! I'm defending the Beatles.
What's up, Blake?
Hey, brother, how you doing? Cheers, Tim. Cheers, Tim.
Yeah.
Gee, you can go down Matthew Street in Liverpool, and that's where the cavern is. It's very, very dark and dingy down below. It's always bit of a fucking fire hazard. I always wondered, but and there's all the stuff that Penny Lane and the Strawberry Fields and all that and the Eleanor Rigby gravestone. All those things they're now heritage. They'll all get the blue plaques over here on the walls and all around them because they're marked as heritage sites. So, but all sorts of big English bands, big Liverpool-based bands. So
what the fuck is this? A blow the Beatle hour? That ain't what you said last week, motherfucker. You said
no.
I don't want to hear about how it feels better. No. How you doing, brother? Chadeo, what's up, brother? Yeah.
What's up, man?
The problem is your lips flap and you don't
I'll
listen.
do Pink Floyd versus somebody else down the road for sure.
Yeah, I think Pink Floyd would be. I'd almost put them up against Aerosmith.
That's exactly what I was.
You know what I mean? I think
Pink Floyd lost to Led Zeppelin in our group. Ain't that right, Cap?
Pink Floyd up against Aerosmith. That's like me trying to fight Mike Tyson, for fuck's sake. I mean,
right?
It depends what kind of fight.
Hell
He's
yeah.
got boxing gloves
Lord.
on, and you can claw out at his eyes, but he's still got the gloves on.
Yeah.
I actually met Mike Tyson one time in my life. He was really nice, dude. He was like 50 and he was chill. He was back when he was fat and he was like kicking ass and shit now, right? Yeah. I looked at him, I was like, brother, you know how it is, man. We all make mistakes. So I looked at that tattoo, I was like, I mean, look at you, you already made one, How you didn't just whoop my ass is beyond insanity to me.
Well. Hey, Vanessa, how are you? Steve, what's up?
Just to say, slightly, the most single disappointing concert I ever saw, or band I ever saw playing live, was Aerosmith.
Really?
Yeah, they were terrible. He was dull. He was pretentious, and he played all sorts of weird stuff instead of playing. It was at a music festival. They were closing it. There was a Sunday night. Who the fuck was it? AC/DC on the Friday night. Rage Against the Machine on the Saturday night.
Oh fuck!
Aerosmith closed it on the Sunday night, and he played. I stood about. Stone Sour played the second stage actually.
Ooh.
Who were awesome. So I watched them, and I went over. And the mate went off to see. I can't remember who it was. He went on to see some other band. He wasn't interested in Aerosmith. I wanted to see them, and he come on and he talked about how good they were, and he said, "Oh, this is the best guitarist." Blah blah blah. And with the exception of the "Don't Want to Miss a Thing" song, which was massive at that time, they played very few of their hits. It was all really weird, obscure stuff. And we just thought, you fucking dicks. Yeah. 80,000 people that have paid money to come and see you, and you're going to play songs that a lot of us don't know. And I went,
right.
Yeah, it was, and I was soaked. It had been raining on me for about 6 hours at that stage.
Yeah, you're next to Blake.
And I'm next to her. Oh shit.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah.
Sing with me, sing for the years, sing for the. They didn't play.
I'm with you, Steve, for sure. That'd be a fun put together. Whitney Houston, Tina Turner. See, you guys might have just helped me make my Thursday evening shows.
Ah, shit.
Hey, well, you're
talk
welcome.
about different bands versus each other.
Yeah, well, hey, as long as everybody pulls for the Beatles over Queen, we ain't gonna have no fucking
Yeah, that's
problem.
kind of a weird matchup. I think Queen is more
No, it
like
ain't.
that introduction.
Well, I
to
did this
rock.
matchup for Blake.
It
Yeah,
is.
it's
Thank
got
you, brother.
rock
100%
to it.
today is 100% for that guy down there, Blake.
My man, my
You
man.
almost forgot. I had to
I
remind
know.
you.
And I looked down on my stupid list. I'm like, I had it written down like a big dummy.
Although, Chadeo, I have to say,
Chadeo, who's
supposed to be a
better?
moderator.
Who's better?
And you've got a Beatles t-shirt on, so you're hardly impartial.
I'm not impartial. No, and I explained the reason
I like
why.
that shirt.
Okay.
I explained
That
the
shirt.
reason why I'm Beatles over Queen is because I grew up in the Beatles house. I was introduced to Queen probably around Wayne's World. I think that's what introduced me to it. And my mom had the greatest hit CDs, so I listened to it, and I'm like, this freaking band is awesome. I love
they're
Queen,
great.
but man,
They're
Beatles
great.
has just a special place in my heart.
They
Well,
both definitely have the endurance. You know,
Here's
like
one thing.
they're still
Here's
household
one
names.
thing. Here's one thing nobody remembers. You know, to have the number one song in the country is hard. Well, not nowadays. Now it's all hip hop and shit. 2 years ago, Beyonce was number one with a song called, and I quote, "Bitch Better Have My Money." Oh boy, that took a lot of deep thought and intellectual thinking. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And then we had WAP. Let's not forget about WAP.
Oh Jesus, yep.
I know, right? So anyway, the Beatles not only had the number one song, they had the top 5 songs at one time. The only band to ever do that. Hey, by the way, everybody in the poll right now. I'm not looking at the poll. Who's winning the poll, Chadeo?
It's as close than I thought it would be, and it's
Really?
actually it's the other direction that I thought it would be. The Beatles have 59%.
37
Queen's
votes.
at 41.
I'm bowing down. Hey, Cap, you got anything to say? Like, I'm sorry, Blake, or something?
No.
It's hard to say. 'Cause
Oh,
both
come
bands are-
on!
they're musically
Big
masterpieces, right? Like they both produce amazing music.
Yeah.
It's not just
look,
people banging on instruments and making noise. You know, like these people are
You're right,
actually.
brother. You're right.
I love the Beatles. As I pointed out that Lunatic a few times, I've every single Beatles album there and some of the greatest hits that I was bought. I love the Beatles, so it's not that I'm putting the Beatles down. This came from JV doing that music. We did a music sort of knockout competition, and Queen happened to be drawn in the first round against the Beatles.
I see a lot of people in the chat.
Yeah,
right now.
that's why I brought this up. I'm like, I can't believe that was an initial matchup. I was like, really?
No.
Crazy, JV.
Well, Jay just threw it all together. You also got to remember, he also had the Yardbirds up there, and Yardbirds were badass, but they went against Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, shit. Jeff Beck's a bad motherfucker. He don't play with no pick. He just picks his fingers and shit all the time. Badass, dude. But Pink Floyd's the only band who could probably hang with the Beatles, in my opinion. Not no goddamn Queen. Mama just killed a man. I'm a brother, baby, bye. If I'm not here,
If you keep walking Bohemian Rhapsody, I'll swim over there and I'll beat you.
I'll get on a camel right now.
See, the Beatles, the Beatles are more artistic, and the Queen is more theatric.
Yes,
You know,
and they are great at what they do.
they're both amazing at what they do.
Yeah, and I know when I put this together, I'm like, they're actually not similar at all, but they're both very influential in their own ways.
They are both Hall of Famers in the history of music.
Yeah.
Look, that would have been one of the greatest concerts to ever go see. A Queen and a
Hey, man,
Beatles
what's
concert.
up?
Can you imagine that?
It's like I say, I'm not putting the Beatles. I love the Beatles.
BC,
But
how you doing?
if I was going on a desert island and we take music from one band, that's the thing. At this point in my life, because I've listened to the Beatles my whole life, and I'm an old man, and I've listened to the Beatles for 40 years or more. And I've only recently, so the last 10, 15 years, really grown into Queen. Even though one of my very first albums was Night of the Opera, which I bought as a kid just because the cover was class. It was, remember the white album and all that. And I bought it when I was very, very young.
How you boys doing?
Hey, Captain, if you don't get a T-shirt, I'll send you the 45 down there. I got it, brother.
CBC, my mom's the same.
So when it comes to it, it's at this point in my life what I want to listen to more, and just when I'm listening to Queen more now. I've revisited. I've been listening to the Beatles after our discussions the last sort of couple of weeks. But watching Queen live at Wembley, watching the Live Aid thing. I'd actually never watched that Live Aid thing. Till Squirrel did it the other day. I'd never actually watched the Live Aid concert. And see, just when you listen to songs like "Who Wants to Live Forever,"
Yep,
fuck
a
me,
great
that
song.
tugs on my fucking heartstrings every time. And then
Mhm.
even just it's an emotional thing when you're watching Freddie on the stage, and it looks like he's saying goodbye to the
Look up,
world.
Steve.
It feels like he's saying goodbye to the world. And it's on "Love of My Life." What a fuck me, one of the most beautiful songs ever written, and it's just. And then you flip the other side, you Bohemian Rhapsody, Hammer to Fall. Hammer to Fall's fucking awesome.
See, I think the big problem is with a band like Queen, people can recreate and do covers of Queen song, and it'll never be as good as Freddie Mercury.
Oh, hell no.
Many people can redo Beatles songs and do it better than the Beatles.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Freddie Mercury's just got that.
Shut up, Blake.
STD.
No,
He's saying.
no, but actually, he's exactly right. If you look, I'm sorry, again, I'm not having to go to the Beatles because
Heart skips a beat, X.
But if you look at the Freddie Mercury tribute concert, right, and you had some of the biggest acts, Elton John, fucking Guns N' Roses, Metallica, all sorts.
Mhm.
An awful lot of them picked a Queen song to play and had to change because they couldn't recreate it properly. They couldn't get, they couldn't get it to sound right. They couldn't get the voice right. And ironically, one of the only ones that did it justice was George Michael. When
I
he did
can
Don't
see
Let,
that. I can see that.
because he had that big, powerful voice. He's one of them. And that's a testament to fucking
Have
Freddie's
you ever
ability.
heard of
And
Paul
I know. Yeah,
Have you ever heard of Paul McCartney, one of the greatest voices of
all
all
he does. All Paul could do is I. That's all he did.
No, that's fucking Yoko Ono.
And Paul McCartney would do
That
it.
was
He can't
Yoko Ono.
anymore. I saw him in concert even 15 years ago, and yeah. Oh,
This is
seriously?
goddamn blasphemy, man. This is blasphemy. I cannot believe X. I mean, come on, brother. You know the Beatles are better, right? No, don't go say yes. Yes, yes, brother. Yes, brother. Great show earlier. Yes, brother. I mean,
Yeah, I I enjoy more Beatles songs than I do Queen songs.
So y'all are whooped ass now. My man. My man.
I would I could listen to every Beatles song and go, yeah. But I could put a Queen album on and be like, yeah, that's a cool song. Yeah, that one's all right. Yeah, that one's.
I will say Freddie Mercury did have the best voice I've ever heard. Just the range and everything. It's like that's so hard to argue against him being the best male vocalist because his range was incredible.
You listen to Somebody to Love, and it's just like how. But the funny thing is he had an abnormality in his jaw, like he was misshapen, and that's what allowed him to hit certain notes.
So he wouldn't get his jaw fixed because of his voice, So, but sorry, Blake, just quickly. Sorry, one of the main reasons that I love Queen so much is his live performances are almost better than the studio performances. And there's very, very few acts. There's no acts currently would say that because most of them can't fucking sing, without backing tracks and all out there. But Freddie went out in front of 200,000 people at Live Aid and fucking killed it. He had them in the palm of his hand, and that's because the man can perform live, and that's part of what I take into consideration. Because I mean, I have a clatter of music, concerts are on DVD, and the one I go back to all the time, and I've got Metallica, AC/DC, and Saxon, and all sorts of all the rock stuff. But I go back to Queen at Wembley, and it's watching him in that, and he is them literally near the palm of his hand. So.
You know what? I've given you every opportunity in the world, my brother Captain. If we ever meet one day, first round's on you, motherfucker. No way.
Exactly.
No fucking way. Oh yeah, I saw Freddie Mercury back in the day, and oh my God, man, he was just blah, 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 blah. But you ain't talking about the Beatles, the number one and the
I never
highest
saw. I
selling
never
album
saw.
of all time, still this day, son.
No,
Well, there's
Still
also a
this
difference. There's a
day.
difference between musicians and entertainers.
I'm
How
an
I would say Beatles are
JV is a
musicians and Queen are entertainers.
You are a musician. JV is a musician. I'm an entertainer.
I
Like
would
I'm not a
contest
singer, I'm an entertainer. I
I'm an
can't sing
entertainer
worth
too, brother.
crap, but I can
I am too.
entertain you.
Hey, well, you're damn good at what you do. I guess that's, you know what? Maybe we're wrong. Maybe we ought to both pick Queen so everybody else will think the Beatles are better because they were just a bunch of talented
I
musicians.
think Brian May and the boys would contest that one though, because Brian May is one of the he's consistently voted one of the top guitarists. You know, the man's just
The Beatles had Brian
phenomenal.
Epstein.
Mm.
Without Brian Epstein, the Beatles. Here we go. Yeah,
No,
okay.
no, I'm just gonna say, look, it isn't a case of who's better ultimately because it's always going to be subjective. You know,
It is.
This
It
a long
is.
time if you want to keep
and-
being difficult. You are going to say the Beatles are better. You're going to say it. Carla, ain't that right? High five.
I hate to tell you, Blake. I asked my oldest son who he likes better. He said AC/DC.
My man. At least he didn't say fucking Queen.
see, Carla,
I got that. Leave me alone.
Okay.
He likes AC/DC too, but he said Queen is better. I can
If
go
I
and ask
wasn't-
if you want me to, because I fucked that up.
No way. You need to get Cole off the video games, and y'all need to put a belt to his ass till he believes the Beatles are better.
if I wasn't so self conscious, I'd take my t-shirt off and show you my big AC/DC top right across my back.
Oh, come on. You
Nice.
got a Queen tattoo right fucking here says Queen.
Well, that's more for the weekend. That's
I got a
Okay.
Beatles
that's a different sort of Queen.
Hey, Captain, I'm going to let you in a little secret on Chadeo's channel. You know why I always wear a bandana? Because one time when I was 15 years old, I got drunk, and somebody tattooed the words, fuck you, right across my head, so I always keep it covered up. You don't believe that, do you?
Like,
Do you believe that?
Okay.
And first, I thought of when you were going down on the priest, he kept tapping you on the forehead, so you went bald. You know,
Hey, no.
good boy, good boy.
So I just looked it up. Total sales. The Beatles, total certified sales, 288.9 million. Queen,
Woo!
168.9 million.
Oh!
But how long before Queen did the Beatles start? So they already had that running space. But I'm just saying they're both incredible. They're both top 10 bands of all time in sales.
But popularity is no recognition of talent or ability. Because if going by that, Justin Bieber's fucking brilliant. If you're going by the number, how popular he is and how many records he
Justin
sells.
Bieber is not brilliant.
Justin Bieber's not
That's my point.
brilliant.
That's what I'm
Whoa,
saying.
whoa,
Just
whoa,
because
whoa, whoa! I don't like Justin Bieber. I have extradited him out of being a Canadian. But no. That kid is talented.
Oh yeah.
That kid is very, very, very talented. He was a YouTube kid just doing his music, and he got pulled up because he was talented. What he is now is not what he started out, but
but my point is, just because somebody sells, I give this example. Rihanna, who's somebody I can't fucking stand, has had 9 number ones in the UK. The only one I could name is that fucking Umbrella song. But she's gonna be going, I'm as big as the Beatles. I would know. Fuck off, you cunt.
That's again what I said. There's a difference between musicians and entertainers. She's an
If you
entertainer.
said I'm bigger than Queen, you'd been like, yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
BC had just said a fact, by the way. Yeah. Nice, BC. That's
there's definitely some very, very talented entertainers out there. Like Justin Bieber's an entertainer, but he's talented. Like Justin Timberlake. I don't like any of his stuff, but that guy is a very talented entertainer. Like him or not, he's
so with Machine Gun Kelly until he went against him. So
They're good
I
at
can't
what
believe you're talking about Justin Bieber and fucking Justin Timberlake in the same
you're
breath
the one
as the
who brought him
Beatles and the
up.
fucking
You're the one who brought him up.
yes, as a
I bet
burden,
you
as a
think.
fucking as an example of why you
Cyrus
don't
gonna
consider
wreck your
people
balls
like that as talented.
Yep.
Come on,
Justin Bieber only sold records because loads of wee fucking daft wee girls went, "Oh look how pretty he is!" I get in. Fuck
Now
off.
hold on. Stuntman Steve says he disagrees. Rihanna ain't either though. Now come on, when Rihanna walks out with something just barely covering here with a lot of side,
All I'm gonna say is
you're
this:
not telling me you're not entertained and staring, seeing if you can see something.
Exactly.
I'll be seeing a lot more of Rihanna around Denver, that's for
All I'm
sure.
gonna say is this:
If I want to see stuff like that, I'll go on to Pornhub. I want my musicians to play fucking music. I want my fucking bands to play fucking songs. I'm sick of watching fucking pretty people bouncing about on stage and fucking millions of wee girls and wee lads buying their records and downloading them all the rest of it.
Are you telling me I got a chance since I'm not one of them pretty motherfuckers? Why can't we be friends, you queen loving son of a bitch?
We're still holding at 59% Beatles, by the way, in the poll.
But again, and Rihanna can do whatever she wants. I'm not.
Chadeo has an awesome fucking panel. I mean,
Yeah.
seriously, everybody, you guys are the Beatles. All the
I'm
way.
definitely enjoying these Thursday conversations like this. It's fun to me.
Well, wait till next week when we talk about George Strait against Elvis Presley, and everybody makes fun of George Strait because he does country, but then Elvis comes in. Old MacDonald had a farm. I saw that shit today. I laughed. I was like, no, Elvis is not getting past the first round on any goddamn thing I'm on. No, never.
Yep.
I don't mind a bit of Elvis, but it's just sort of, it's musical popcorn. It's just, I don't get the obsession with him personally.
I don't either.
But I mean, I used to argue when I was working with a guy, and he had bought tickets to see Lady Gaga when she played Belfast. I was like, "Are you fucking serious? Are you going to see that fucking?"
By the way, when the Beatles played in front of Ed Sullivan on the first show, they said 64 million people watched it. My father was one of them. The only reason is because my grandfather used to plow fields for $1 a day, folks. $1 a day with the shit around your neck being pulled. You know what I'm talking about? Real work.
Yeah.
He thought it was the Beatles because he was a dog fan. That's the only reason why. Now you're going to compare that with the first Queen came along. I ain't going to keep arguing this shit until you tell me the Beatles are better, Captain. Look at Chadeo. Just read it.
If you're going to say that, how many people watch Live Aid and how many of them watch it just because of Queen? If you're going to throw that at me.
Yep.
200,000 at Wembley live watching them. How many people watch Live Aid?
Millions worldwide watching on TV. Millions.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, possibly billions. Remember, sure, it was going. You'd Philadelphia going, and you'd Wembley going, and up and right around the world. I think Live Aid was watched by billions, not millions.
Let me ask you one last question about this, and I promise I will drop it. If Freddie Mercury was still alive, and everybody in Queen was still alive, and the Beatles, John, George, they were still alive, and everybody was back in their prime. They were back in their prime. Who's the one band you pick over the other? And I'm not talking about like rating wise or something. If you want to actually see a real fucking show,
Queen.
Okay, I respect that.
I'm watching. I mean, both are very entertaining. I saw Paul McCartney on stage. He was very entertaining, very engaging.
That's the thing.
But with Queen, it is theatrical.
I would rather go see a Queen concert, but I'd rather own a Beatles album.
Yeah. Queen.
2 arguments in a row you've lost, Blake.
I'd rather do that.
It's a show.
I lost again. Damn.
As a concert, it would be Queen. To be there singing Bohemian Rhapsody, to be there, watching Freddie and prance about and to be there, I regret not having actually the opportunity, So
4 or 5 years after John Lennon was murdered. Fuck.
Okay, now if both bands were going today, which band would be bigger today if they were still rocking?
Beatles.
I don't know.
Sergeant
That's
Pepper's,
hard.
motherfucker.
That is
Sergeant
very hard.
Pepper. Period.
Rocky.
Sergeant Pepper, the number one album of all time, the most sold. Sergeant Pepper's.
I
Sorry.
was okay. I would think this like Queen. I think like all the rockers would go to Queen more. People who like that loud music and would go for that. And I think like the older people, like people that were back then that liked them, would go for Beatles. That's what
I don't
But
know.
what if you're an old rocker?
I'm putting myself.
They would probably go for Queen, I think.
See, I think I'd have to compare two bands who are not the same, but are of the same age. And so I'd compare, let's say, Aerosmith and the Rolling Stones, because they're both old rocker
Rolling
bands. And who's doing better? Who did better?
Rolling Stones all day. Rolling Stones.
What were the choices again?
Aerosmith and Rolling Stones.
Rolling Stones.
Rolling
Justin
Stones.
Bieber.
Because I only heard a few Aerosmith songs.
Yummy.
I say Rolling Stones. I heard more of their songs. And
That's cool.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
that's what I say.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I get your. I would say
Aerosmith.
the Beatles have a bigger catalog, and overall their catalog's probably stronger. Fucking, you just listen to fucking, because I was listening to Rubber Soul recently, and songs like Nowhere Man that weren't big hits, and there were album tracks and they're brilliant. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not
for the dark side. Why don't you just come?
No, but that's my point. I'm not putting the Beatles on. I love the Beatles.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You like them, you queen loving motherfucker.
But if I had to choose one, Chadeo was making me pick one. So blame him. If I had to pick one, at the minute the way I feel. Now the thing is, this could change in 2 weeks, 2 years. I might, but at the minute,
you could have sold a shitload.
That's where I'm at at the moment. Yeah.
You could have sold a shitload of T-shirts, Captain, if you just chose Beatles. I want you to remember that. Okay,
no, I just. I said this when we were talking on JVs. No, JV. Hey, JV.
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 At the minute, it's to me, because I'm not a musician. I said that you play, act I do, I get you're some sort of musician, yeah.
I play the kazoo.
Right, okay, it's more than I play, but Jeremy and Thrash and all that night we're all musicians. I'm not. What I said is, I maybe come out from a different point of view. To me, it's what fucking hits the soul. It's what gets me what gets my foot tapping, what gets me feelings. And at the minute, it's, and I do say at the minute, but, I keep going back to it, watching Freddie doing, Who Wants to Live Forever, all the show and all, and that's it's just what gets me at the minute. That's just what I want to listen to more than the Beatles. And like I say,
listen, you apologize for shit you don't apologize for. Just say the Beatles are better. Comment. No, don't laugh, asshole.
And that's the difference, especially being a musician. You have to separate yourself because there's two sides. It's like a Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah.
Musicians, like, there's certain songs I don't want to play because the moment I learn how to play those songs, I lose the emotional connection to the song.
I've heard that.
If I'm listening to a song, I can feel it, and I'm like, yeah, I love this solo, and I can play air guitar. If I'm playing the song, I'm going, what's he playing there? Oh, that's the G. He's playing this. He's doing that. Like, I'm breaking it down, and it becomes work, right? So as a musician, like when I look at these bands, the difference between an entertainer and a musician, the Beatles, they could all play each other's instruments. They could just swap instruments and keep playing, no problem. But some bands, they can't do that.
But don't forget, after Kennedy was shot in '63, the America needed to pick me up, so they picked them. They didn't pick fucking Queen.
But they would have.
And like I said, like bands, like
you don't want to get away with that shit outside of you and Chadeo X. You're a close second.
Not
her though. Fuck her.
Music's about the delivery. It's about the delivery and about the uniqueness of the song and how you deliver. Because really, anybody can pick up a guitar. Like I was watching your Blake's channel show today.
Oh,
and,
shit.
Listen to like JV play Hotel California.
was
What's the
JV?
difference
I
between
have
having
no
the
idea.
band play Hotel of
Hey,
California? He
hey,
did
I
it
have
just
no
as good.
idea who
Yeah.
JV.
Yeah.
He did it just as
Yeah.
good. Anybody, anybody, good musician
Mhm.
can play the
Yeah.
song. How was it
But
delivered? And that's
but
what
actually, the reason I mentioned the musician thing and as opposed to the farm thing, because if you to pin me down and to get me to name my favorite guitarist, it wouldn't be in most people's top 10 all time guitarists. But from
JV. It'd be JV.
JV would certainly be up there now that,
Oh
that
yeah.
I've heard of
Oh
it.
hell yeah. Oh hell
But
yeah.
for me, it would be Angus Young because I love AC/DC and I
I do
love
too.
their stuff.
Yes,
But
I love
I know most musicians, most guitarists would pick Stevie Vai
now, as a musician, Stevie Vai is a better guitar player than Angus Young. Angus
Yes,
Young is a very much better entertainment. That guy can entertain. Man, I seen AC/DC. That guy's like in his 60s, and he was crawling around on the ground, jumping out, doing the. It was an amazing show. But Stevie Vai is a much better guitar player.
But
So,
but
if
Angus wrote better. Oh, sorry, Blake. Angus wrote better
no,
riffs and
I'm
stuff like
sorry,
that.
brother.
You know,
So if AC/DC went against Queen, who would win?
AC/DC hands down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, AC/DC, I agree.
And who
love
would win
Queen.
between AC/DC and the Beatles?
AC/DC hands down.
Bullshit. Nobody said nothing. Yeah, nobody said nothing.
Another one bites the dust. That's what I have to say.
Well,
I don't know.
Right.
It's one of my favorite songs.
Yeah, I'm gonna bore you with a quick story. My first festival I went. I'm an old fucker, and I didn't go to my first festival till I was sort of late 30s, and it was download. So it's Castle Donington. If you remember the old Monsters of Rock gigs that you maybe
yes,
seen.
sir. Yes, sir. I love you, brother. I'm just fucking with you. I love you. Yes.
I went at short notice. I didn't fancy going camping for 5 nights and all that nonsense, and I went at short notice just because I wanted to see AC/DC. I'd never seen them playing. We got there the day before we camped, and it was. I was hating it. I was lying there in the tent going, I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake. You know, actually in my head I'm going, and the first day, the Friday was always, it didn't kick off till late because of the noise, you know, because of all the people around it. And the bands weren't great up until, but AC/DC was the headline on the Friday night, and the third song in was Back in Black.
Yeah.
And say as soon as it kicked in, I turned around to the big mate Graham and I fucking give him a big bear hug. I says, I don't give a fuck what happens the rest of the weekend. I've heard AC/DC doing Back in Black live, and I relaxed, and the rest of it was great. That's how much I love AC/DC.
Was that Bon Scott's version, brother?
No, because it was 2010, so he was long gone.
Yeah.
No, Captain, seriously, there is a Bon Scott version on YouTube, brother. It is the greatest version I've ever heard.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's something I'll have to look into because
I'll even go Queen over the Beatles on this. That's how serious I am on that. That is the greatest mix of all time.
yeah, I'll look at that because I love Bon Scott, but love Brian Johnson. I'm not one of those guys. I've a mate, my fucking tattoo artist, and he loves AC/DC, but it's he likes the early stuff. He likes Bon Scott. He's not a fan of Brian Johnson. I love both of them. I think they're both great, different ways.
I'm gonna send it to you right now on Facebook, and then after you hear this, you start smiling. You're like
I'm not on Facebook.
You're actually
yeah.
Yeah,
he's not on Facebook.
Oh, okay,
I don't do social media.
I don't either.
You send me the link on Twitter if you want, because
I
will watch it because anything to do with AC/DC, I love them, but
and that's the thing, a great band like AC/DC, they're not that like the musical inspiration behind that, like they're just 3-chord bands. They're not that great of musicians, but their delivery and their energy that they put into it makes your butt pucker and the butterflies get going in your stomach. That just makes you want to scream and go, "This is amazing."
Mm-hmm.
You know,
your toes start tapping.
Bands that are like that, you know, that's the energy and their deliverance of what they do.
Oh
yeah, and that's why I say that it's for me, it's the feeling you get when you listen to the songs. So it's and that's the reason I mentioned it. Whereas a guitar player would be thinking about the chord progression and whatever else. and thinking about the technical ability of the guitarist, but it doesn't matter how good you are if it doesn't, people can be super quick with their fingers and all that there, but if it doesn't make you, Zach Wilde's a prime example. I saw Zach Wilde live, and I walked away and went, considered me one, certainly in the rock circles, considered me one of the best guitarists going at the minute.
Well, yeah,
But-
there's those certain songs and just how
But
they
it was dull.
makes you feel so good. It's like when you hear this, carry on my wayward son.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got something better than that. I got something better than that. I got something
You
better.
hear the dun, 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 dun.
Don't kill my heart, my ache breaks heart.
I'm
just-
about to kick Blake off the panel.
You're bad.
And if you fucking do, the Beatles will not win. Fuck Queen, fuck Queen, fuck Queen.
Wow.
Whoa,
Why don't you tell us how you
Damn.
really feel?
I know. He's got all this
Yeah.
bottled up emotions inside.
Right.
Hey, I can't help you, all bunch of Queen loving motherfuckers, but at the same time, how old are y'all? I am 37. I'm the youngest one here outside of Chadeo.
30. Yeah, I'm 38, so pretty close.
Hey,
call me
well,
old.
I'm the
I
oldest one here.
no, I did not call you old. I did not call you old. But that's what they've been doing to me. Now, wait a minute. You can't jump in like that. That ain't fair. That ain't fair. That's not
That's
fair.
what I
Wait
do,
a
though.
minute. They've been jumping my ass for like 30 minutes now. You ain't jumping. God damn it. Man,
We can't
That's
talk
what I
about
do,
age.
though.
If you enjoy naps, you're old.
the Beatles are better.
See, Jeremy's just put a comment up there about funding his anti-social network. I wanted to do that years
Alright,
ago.
have fun,
See, instead of
See you soon.
Instead of having
What do-
likes
what do
for
you-
people on Facebook, just have a dislike. I dislike this person. I hate this person.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be-
Stuntman
but the-
Steve, what platform do you play on?
I think he's on. I want to say PC.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
I'm
would
gonna.
totally go and make some money with him on GTA.
I'm totally want to introduce him to 5M, which is the role playing portion of GTA 5, and there's thousands of servers you can go on there and just fuck with people.
Yeah, that's all
Or-
cool,
or-
man.
or-
That's all cool.
Yeah.
On PS4, I am an actual modder, and I can put more money in your wallet than you could if you, ran over a bitch in cop.
Yeah, I play on PS4, and I actually
Oh.
love playing GTA sometimes.
That's
I
awesome.
love that game myself.
Hey, Carla,
Hey,
who you-
sometimes
I can
you
put more
just
money
gotta
in
get
my
thuggy.
thing. I
said
can put more money
Kilo.
in my wallet. Just that one thing.
I will kick your ass on
They're winning.
races. Don't race
Yeah.
me on GTA.
Oh,
I
JB's
can't
great
even
so
do
far.
that. I'm still trying to get a point.
Twisted, hey, Twisted, hey,
I know
Twisted,
about the Beatles.
hey, Twisted.
So you will be.
Yes, Blake.
Hey, Twisted, you would rather
Yes.
shave a lion's ass with a rusty razor than fuck with Le Champion on a damn race on the GTA.
Oh, I
Fuck
think
him.
you should just friend me on PS4 and let's see how that would go.
Oh.
I'm not scared of you.
Streamer or didn't
Oh,
Oh, wait, whoa, where the rest of you three at right now? Y'all been jumping in all night. Come on, help me.
No, you're the one mouthing off.
Yes, he is.
Nice.
I am a
can't
Nora
do.
Katara. No, I changed it. I am Twisted Art Lady on PS4, actually.
Oh, nice.
I can't do
Okay,
driving
well,
games.
I will
I-
search for you. I will find you. I will.
GTA and stuff
That'd be
like that, I love the theory of, but see, as soon as you make me get in a car in it and drive and shoot and chase people, I'm fucked. That's why I loved Saints Row, because you didn't have to follow the road. You could drive through buildings and everything in Saints Row.
Oh my
Make you
god,
cry on Mario Kart.
bro! We actually agree on something. We both like Saints Row. You know
I
what?
loved Saints Row.
You know what?
I can't wait for the new one.
You know what? For a queen loving motherfucker, you I. You I.
I think the favorite thing I've ever done with Mario Kart was basically my brother and I. He did the whole tortoise in the hair thing because he had such a huge
Nice.
lead on me that he just
Yep.
went off the course a little bit and hid. He didn't even see me. God blew by his ass and won. I'm like, yeah, you cocky bastard. That's what you get. I was laughing so
Fuck
hard.
you, man.
Here, Blake, actually, just touching on something, when you were on with EBSC doing the B&A show, you said
I
about
don't remember what
nothing was
Mario
ever
Kart
as good as playing GoldenEye, just sitting around the.
Oh, bro,
I
Golden
think you're right.
Golden
I
was good, brother. It was
Oh
yeah, I
Goldeneye
still got
was
my
a
N64
big
and all in
deal
there on my
back in the
GameCube,
day.
but I think the difference was the games are technically better now, and they look better and they're bigger and all that there.
Well,
But the difference was
Captain Goldeneye came out in '96. They only had fucking damn near 30 years to come out with something better. That's
Cool.
great.
Now hold
No,
on.
but-
Now have you ever gone back and tried to play GoldenEye on a Nintendo 64 controller?
I have
I
one,
have
bro.
no idea how I did it.
have
I
one,
don't.
bro. Hey,
Yeah,
I had a
it's
stroke
hard.
trying to figure that out.
I get my white ass smoked. I'm the first. I lose to what was the dude who threw the hat?
Alex.
The dude who threw the hat back in the day. Odd job. I used to call him hand job, right?
I met him. I met him in Northern Ireland. And
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Fuck me. You don't realise how big Jaws actually is. I mean, I'm 6'3" and he dwarfed me. They were at a nightclub called Chester's out, was it Moira? And they were doing a James Bond theme, so they had a couple of looking at the Sean Connery lookalike and all, but Jaws was there an odd job with a bowler hat and all. I don't know what they get paid, but Jaws was saying hello to people, and I went over and he shook my hand, and honestly, I have quite big hands. I just said, everybody's talking about James Bond. I went, fuck man, I loved you and Happy Gilmore. And he looked at me, and I swear to God, big smile, with the wild teeth and all, and he hugged me, and all I could think was, don't break my ribs, don't break my ribs, don't break my ribs.
He was what,
fucking
6'10"? He was like something
he's
like
a
6'10".
monster.
He was a
nice
massive.
fella and all, but I think he was chuffed. Somebody
Holy
talked to me
shit.
something other than James Bond.
Yeah.
Didn't he turn out
But-
to be an actual like murderer or something like that? I thought he went to jail.
No.
Hey, Chadeo, we ain't topping that story tonight. We can go ahead and kill this Queen versus Beatles shit. We all know the Beatles win.
Yeah, we'll
Good
just hang
story,
out.
though. That was a great story.
Yeah, we can hang.
but-
I'm trying to order dinner.
Okay.
So just quick. The reason I
want
mentioned
one more vote,
GoldenEye,
guys. Hit that thing if you haven't. Hit the poll if you haven't. One more vote, and we'll see.
Yeah, it's
when we
close.
get
It's
to
10%. It could still change.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm seeing 5%, 55
Oh,
Beatles.
no. Don't do that to me,
Yeah.
man.
So,
Don't do that
if
to
you guys haven't gone to the poll yet, go to the poll. Let's just
Why is
keep that
everybody hating
rolling.
on me and Chadeo, the host?
I did
We're
already.
at
I'm going for
55.
Queen.
There we go. Do whatever.
Hey, Carlo,
I
what
figured
you-
this would be pretty 50-50, so I'm
Carl,
not
you
shocked
noticed
seeing how close it is at all.
Yes.
vote early, vote often.
Imagine that. That's all good. I so love you.
No, but
Better.
I
I bought you
I'm
a
just
shirt.
saying. Yeah.
Hey, no,
Wait,
you got
wait,
Joey's
Jack,
shirt.
you want the-
You got
oh,
Joey's
I-
shirt. I'm
thank
just
you.
promoting it. Yeah.
Don't end the poll yet.
I won't.
Let it go
nope.
for wait until like 30 minutes out.
Yeah, I'll give it another 30 because I'll probably end it about 30. That way I can eat and get ready for the hijinks of Thursday night.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
I just
Jack,
told the
you-
group they have to come and vote.
yeah, there you go. Jack, thank you for continuing your membership, man. You rock. Thank you so much. Oi, oi,
Cheers,
evening.
brother.
Hell yeah.
Cheers,
You know, what I
Jack.
think would be a good poll is like a System of a Down and Linkin Park. Like
Yeah, I was actually about to write that down. I'm not going to even lie.
I would say
ooh.
Lincoln Park, but that would be a hard choice.
That's a hard
I
one. I'm
love them
actually going to
Linkin
put
Park
that.
is a great band. They're amazing live. I seen them live, and it was no joke. One of the best shows I've ever.
Hey, rest in peace, Chester, man.
Yeah.
That guy was
Yeah, for real.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Chester, one of them. Chester's that fucking Kurt Cobain. He's one of them. I make fun of Elvis,
Yeah.
and shit, but he's one of them. You know, I mean, you know,
Well, I'll definitely break
no
away
shit,
from.
no shit.
Chester Bennington was very talented with his voice. The things that he could do, like he
Thank
didn't
you.
just scream; he could sing.
Yeah.
Oh fuck,
He had a
Chester.
beautiful voice.
So much, Jack.
He was
Holy
cool.
crap.
And no
Yeah,
lie.
that's
Once his show
Jack
was
dropping
done,
the bomb.
once their
Jack
show
dropping the bomb.
once their show was done, he came out and chilled with the crowd and watched the rest of the show with the crowd. And he was
That's
like moshing
awesome.
with them and hanging out
Yeah.
with everybody, just in the crowd as a regular person. It was so cool.
Real quick, let me thank Jack for the continued membership and the super chat. real
Hey, are we
quick.
getting laid?
Hey, everybody, we're all gonna get laid.
Oh, I tell you,
Oh yeah.
we all got laid.
yeah.
Thank you so much, Rock. That's
But
awesome.
I think that's a great point about Chester coming out and interacting with the crowd. And that because I love AC/DC.
Let's look at
You
my
know,
competition.
my favorite band. But see, watching them play it, it's just done with the numbers. Because the last tour I saw them, they played in Dublin, and then they went on. The actual DVD they released was the same, exactly same gig, but it was in Chile, I think. I can't remember where it was. Um, so I'd River Plate, so it's Argentina, and the only thing he did was change, Dublin to River Plate. It was there was no interaction. Where if you see Metallica, James has gone on about the Metallica family. Sorry, Blake, I'll be very quick. But he's talking about the Metallica family. He's talking about the last time he played Belfast or Donington, wherever he is, and he's talking to the crowd. And you're paying a lot of money to go and see a band, and you know you just feel if they're just phoning it in, what's the point? You might as well just buy the DVD and watch it as well.
He is right. He is right. That's what a whole lot of local musicians don't understand anymore. And that's the one thing that pisses me off about local musicians. They all want to play it like the record. Well, fuck that shit, dude. If I want to play it like the record, then fuck, I'll listen to the record. I'll buy me a cheap ass fucking bottle of Thunder Chicken. I'll fucking throw me on some tacos and shit and have me a hell of a fucking Friday night. You know what I mean? Yeah, but at the same time, it's just, ugh. That shit's, ugh. I don't know.
But, you're right. Van Morrison, famous for it, fantastic musician, very talented singer-songwriter, but apparently he's a complete ignorant bastard. And he would, if he could stand on stage and turn his back to the crowd for the whole concert, he would do it apparently. And I don't get it.
Kevin, let me ask you one last question, brother. Who is better, Queen? Because I know the Beatles ain't no competition to you.
All right, Queen
or Jimmy goddamn Hendrix?
Queen.
Yeah.
What?
I'm just not a Hendrix fan. I've never been a Hendrix fan.
No, I'm sorry. I'm with them. I agree. I've never been a huge Hendrix fan.
He's gonna lose his fucking head. Blake's gonna lose his head.
He's losing his shit, guys. He's losing his shit. Somebody help Blake.
Somebody tie my bandana and loosen it up right now. What?
That's funny.
Huh.
Just a preference thing, dude. I've just never been a Hendrix fan.
I haven't either.
Hendrix is okay. He was okay, and he played his part in music, but
he had his shtick. It was just
Jimi Hendrix was a left-handed guitar player who played a right-handed guitar upside down.
He was amazing. Yeah.
Oh, he was amazing. Wow.
Step it down now.
We can say the same shit about Hoobastank. And the reason is you. Oh my God! All the girls cry.
Hoobastank versus Nickelback. Oh God, that's a train wreck about.
Oh my man!
You said what?
That's for the next episode.
Hoobastank versus Nickelback. That's just a train wreck right there.
Oh fuck!
Now what? Nickelback 1999 or Nickelback 2000?
They all ought to start a super group and call them the Born Losers.
We'll help it out. We'll go early 2000s Nickelback versus early 2000s Hoobastank.
Oh, Nickelback.
Hold on.
Oh, fuck
Purple
that.
burglar alarm.
No.
There you go, Jack.
Hey, well, Chadeo, at least we know what episode 2 is going to be. This is what episode 2 is going to be. Nickelback.
Actually, it would be episode 3.
Episode 3. Fuck hey.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have conversations like we did 2 weeks ago as well. Just
well, you're not going to have a deep
Provoking
like this where we all agree the Beatles are the best. Thank you. Thank y'all.
Well, I don't know. They'll have a 4-point lead right now, Blake. So
yeah.
See this we're talking about music tonight.
You got to end it at one point. We got to win, brother. They're not on our side. They are not on our
about
side.
20 more minutes.
20 more minutes.
Yeah.
What's the best gig?
What
concert you have been to?
No.
What's been your favorite concert that you've been to?
Who, me?
Stone Ace.
Anybody?
Stone Aces when we kick Sawyer Brown's ass. That's just fine. Go ahead.
I have two favorites, and they're both absolutely different
I
genres.
think I have three favorites.
Paul McCartney for the rock and roll area. Paul McCartney it was a lot of fun. I had a blast. I'm glad I was able to experience that with my mom. And DJ Tiesto before he sold out and turned into a twat. Back when he was actually still doing trance in the mid 2000s. That dude could freaking put on a show.
Chadeo, they weren't on the same card, were they?
No.
Okay.
Paul McCartney was at what used to be Pepsi Center Ball Arena where the Avs and Nuggets play. Tiesto was at Red Rocks.
Okay.
So that helped. Yeah.
I'm just asking, brother.
And Daft Punk, 2007 would probably be a little bit behind those guys. Even though that was a blast of a show, it was just
Harley.
they played the same routine. It's just like they didn't change their set or anything. It was just like basically hit play and all right, we're gonna go through the same stuff that we have the rest of the country. I'm like,
Do you guys think we'll ever see Metallica at a Super Bowl? We've seen a hip hop show. We've seen Prince. Prince was the best, man. When it just happened to start fucking raining. I mean, come on, dude.
Stuntman Steve PlayStation.
Whoa, you can't make that shit up. Damn. Yeah. All right.
The best lives I seen was AC/DC and Linkin Park. Those guys, those two bands put on an amazing. Like those two bands were better live than they were recorded. That's how good.
Ash, where'd you see them at, brother? Where'd you
I
see
seen
them
them both in Toronto.
No.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
So you're from?
I went to it was called a Summer Sanitarium. It was actually a Metallica gig, and Limp Bizkit, Linkin Park was there. I think
I need to see Limp Bizkit so bad.
Yeah,
Oh, I've seen Limp Bizkit. They're
Linkin
awesome.
Park
I have
stole
not,
the
and
whole
they
show.
don't
Linkin
tour
Park
a
did.
lot.
Mm-mm.
They don't
If
come
y'all
every
saw,
year.
if y'all saw the live stream I did earlier, the drummer that we had, really good drummer, he used to actually fucking bounce for Limp Bizkit. And Fred Durst came up one day and he's just being like in a dick mode or some shit. He's like challenging everybody to want to fire shit. And there's like 6 security guards. One of them's my drummer, right? He's like, man, I ain't losing my life for these fucking 300 motherfuckers. No.
That's funny.
Dude, Limp Bizkit was the shit back in the day. At one time,
Yeah, they
Limp Bizkit
were.
was,
I still love them.
dude, Nookie. At one time, Nookie was the best song in the world, and then Korn came along and they did "Falling Away from Me,"
Yeah.
I love Korn too.
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden it went to like fucking weird shit like Sugar Ray. Every morning there's a
I
halo.
like Sugar Ray too.
My girlfriend proposed bed.
Yeah, I like Sugar Ray. Oh, well, Sugar, I don't know. Sugar Ray has always been kind of that, like, but I do.
Oh, they get away with it. I mean, Margaret Graff at one time got pussy and he was cool.
That's why I think the '90s was the best decade for music. And
Yeah.
like,
Still
there's
stuck in the 90s. I will never be
Sugar Ray to Metallica
Fucking
to
A. Korn,
Korn.
Disturbed.
Yeah.
And the music I listen to.
Good.
But also other cool shit like Salt and Pepper
Yeah.
Billy
and Jewel
90s.
and
when
the
the
Cranberries.
when you're in the car and the windows are rolled up, you were all going, bop.
I fancy those wee girls. I'm telling you. Everybody thought they were wee girls before they saw the video. Everybody.
Yeah.
Going with a voice, but
I'm sorry, that's where the '90s was at. Was good.
Hey, and by the way, after we just all had that fucking epiphany right there, that was beautiful. We weren't talking about how the Beatles kicked Queen's ass. Anyway, that's what the show is about. But anyway,
y'all are wrong.
Hey, I got this. Anyway,
Spin Doctors are pretty good. JV, yep. I like the Spin Doctors.
Spin Doctors are good. Little Miss. Can't be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
well, my favorite gig, I'm not sure. I think I would have to say Metallica. They did. It was the anniversary of the Black Album, or the Metallic album. Everyone knows it was the Black Album. 2012. They played. They were playing Download with Castle Donington, and they played the whole album, although they played it in reverse. but they played the thing right through, and then they played on, and they played about half hour over their curfew because they're very strict about the sound and stuff like that. But that was awesome. But the single best thing I ever saw on a stage was
The Beatles.
2000, no, 2010.
Sorry. Sorry.
Motorhead were playing at the festival, and
You voted
because
against Motorhead, motherfucker. Now you say
shut up a minute. They were playing because he did on Slash's first solo album. He had Lemmy on for doing Dr. Alibi. He had during the Motorhead set, Slash come on and did a couple songs with him, and then whenever Slash was playing later, Lemmy come on and played with Slash, which was great. It was just one of those things you only get to see just when you're just lucky enough to be there one day, you know. But Metallica, I think.
Slash with I think Velvet,
I
Velvet
love Collective
Revolver.
Soul too. I've seen Collective Soul live.
Collective Soul's a
actually.
great band.
Yeah, I saw Slash with Velvet Revolver numerous
Collective
times.
Soul is the only concert I've been to where there was an encore and it worked. They actually played the song, and you know what song it was.
Mm-hmm.
Heaven Let Your Light Shine Down.
See, we don't get the bands over here that used to. They don't come to Europe as
Shine.
much to tour America and Canada. And certainly they don't come to Northern Ireland. And during the Troubles, they did not play. They didn't play here. Bands didn't want to play Belfast. Just why would you when things were getting bombed and stuff? So it's only really been the last sort of 15, 20 years that bands have started to come to here again.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's where we're gonna have to do other mashups now, because what makes great bands? Well, great front lead guitar players. So we compare like Slash and Santana.
Mm-hmm.
Or Jeremy V against them.
There you go.
What about Pantera? Oh my god.
Oh, Pantera.
Talk about an amazing lead guitarist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man, we're talking about the early 90s where all the dudes wore Notre Dame shit. Oh my god.
No, they did
God
not.
damn, we went back in the day. Damn. Chadeo, save my ass. Show them what's on your shirt. Who wins? It's your show.
What's
Tell 'em.
what's the poll at? What's the poll at, Chadeo?
54 Beatles.
Les Beatles.
I guess we got to go with the poll. I guess the Beatles win. There's nothing you can do.
Oh,
I'm a
The
little
people have
surprised.
spoken.
I was expecting it to. I knew it was going to be close. I thought it was going to be flipped the other way, like 55%.
I can't even
Queen.
believe it.
I think Blake got
Yeah.
probably 20 accounts that he went in there and voted.
Probably.
Oh, probably.
I can't vote, so it's my poll, so I can't even vote.
Here, I'll go
All
my
the three of
son's.
the votes are
I'll go my
great.
son's and my husband's, and I'll vote Queen.
So you're rigging it. That's nice.
you did last time, brother.
Hell yeah.
Where's
guys.
Thrash? Thrash would vote for Queen.
He's with the horsies.
Yeah, Thrash voted for Queen too. So did you. And I got you on tape, motherfucker. I got you.
Yeah.
I
Bourbon
can't-
I voted for
Baller.
Queen too, my friend.
Bourbon Baller, dropping a bomb.
There you go, Bourbon Baller. This is for you.
Hey, everybody, we're all gonna get laid.
I play that because that was supposed to be coming up through Streamlabs, and it doesn't. So that's why I play that. Thank you so much.
Still hard to
Bourbon
say.
Baller.
I got my
Wow.
Bohemian Rhapsody hat on, so I don't know.
I know. I saw you had the Wayne's World hat and you were ready to roll.
So what have we learned here this evening?
Queen-
Yeah, you
Queen
guys
rock.
all went to concerts, and I have not went to one.
Blake is stubborn.
You've never been to a concert, Carla?
Nope.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
I live in a
Change
sheltered
that.
life underneath a rock.
You should go to a concert.
I've been wanting to, but
I haven't been to a lot. But I've been
You would be surprised how affordable it can be just by general
Carla.
admission.
Mm-hmm.
And you're
Carla,
gonna have so much fun.
Yeah.
the best concert I ever went to in my life, no shit. Like 30 miles away in my old hometown. I moved over here to hang out with my dad and learn shit, right, as a young punk kid. Anyway, well, they come back home 3 doors down for $15.
Yeah.
Motherfucker. And that's getting like in the
I've
mosh
seen
pit,
them. I've
right?
seen
Going
them
to a
3 doors
concert.
down.
Dude, let me tell you something, bro. Them motherfuckers. them motherfuckers right there. Shit. They bad
So my favorite concert that I ever went to is just because I had an awesome experience at the concert, and it was Drowning Pool. actually. But
Let
I
the
met
bodies
Vinnie
hit the
Paul that
floor.
night.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Yeah,
Love
but
that.
Vinnie Paul was there that night, and
Oh,
I
shit,
eked out
really?
and actually got a selfie with him.
Really? Oh my
Yes,
God.
and then when they were singing Bodies, they pulled my 10-year-old up on stage to sing with them.
That's awesome.
What a night.
You took a 10-year-old to see Drowning Pool. You're the best parent ever. I love
yeah.
that.
the hell up. This is a
Because he
G-rated
loves
program.
drowning pool, so we
This is a
got him
G-rated
tickets for
program,
Christmas.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Queen Love it, mother.
So that's me and Vinnie Paul right there.
That's awesome.
Oh
Yep.
my God.
yeah.
Hey,
That
can
is
we
cool.
Hey, Chadeo, can you blow that up for me, brother? I'm
Yes,
blind.
sir. I'll do that
I got
right
glaucoma.
now.
Oh my God. Wow.
Yeah,
awesome.
dude, but I live in Dallas, right? So
Yeah.
I've been to Dallas one time. I'll never come back. Fuck the 12 lanes of traffic.
I
Motherfuckers
had
totally
a
blind.
No, I'm the fucking Cowboys. Jesus, why would you go?
That is fucking awesome. That is fucking awesome.
because he randomly just went to shows in the area when he was here.
Yeah, they have nothing to do with you smelling good and looking pretty and being smarter than everybody else. It has nothing to do with that. No,
Right?
no, not at all. Not at all.
I took a selfie and then I said, "Oh man, that sucks," and he let me retake my selfie.
Oh, nice.
That was nice of him.
Imagine that. Wow. Wow.
Carla, it doesn't need to be Metallica or AC/DC or whatever.
Oh my
Find a
God.
band is touring at a small venue and get a ticket and just go and
We
pick
have
something.
over here by us.
That's
before
the
the pandemic,
Queen
we've
fan,
had a
folks.
bunch
That's
of
the
people,
Queen
like a
fan,
bunch
man.
of bands come out here, over here, and I was gonna go to one, but then I got pregnant with him. My husband would not let me go. But when it comes back, if I can find a babysitter for him, because we have a hard time finding a babysitter for him.
Yeah, and take your sister with you
Yeah.
and your other friend that I
love
see in
to.
your
Yeah.
videos.
Yeah.
And y'all can have
Some-
ladies night
Yeah, I gotta wait
concerts.
and
They're
see when
not
they come
as
back.
expensive as you think. It's really
No, it's cheap.
affordable.
Over here, it's cheap because my
Yeah.
husband be going too because he loves going over there. They bring like
I-
the big bands over there, and it's I think like $15 or even or what was it, 45 or something like that per ticket, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Something like that.
I've done the festivals and all, and it's great. See when you get the right crowd and the right bands and all, it's brilliant. But I've also seen there's a venue here in Belfast called the Limelight, and it's I don't even know what it holds, but I've seen bands playing it. I've seen Saxon playing it, Pantera and stuff like that, as well as other indie bands, you know, that I loved, and Ian Dury and the Blockheads and bands like that, and the Australian Pink Floyd rock.
Stone Aces.
And but only a small venue, but the atmosphere is good and it was brilliant. And just being there, you know, I have to try and say there's an AC/DC tribute act playing Belfast next Saturday, and I have to decide whether or not to try and get a ticket or not, you know. And but it's a wee small venue, but you gotta go, Carly. You gotta pick one and go. Just pick a band that you like. Doesn't need to be somebody
That's
you
not
love.
the problem. That's not really the problem. The problem is either we don't have a babysitter, or when I was younger, I was this close. I had free tickets. Free tickets. My friend was going to give me because she couldn't go. She said, "I got 2 free tickets." You're gonna laugh, and I wanted to go so bad. Was the Spice Girls, but my mom had to work. So
Hey, don't be ashamed of any concert you want to go to. Go
Hey,
to
I
rock out and
Are you
have
kidding
fun.
me? I've seen Cool in the gang
wait a
before.
minute. I'm with Carla. Dude, back at that time, I'd love to see that fine ass too.
Okay, another one.
Concerts was Boys. I still love to see all those.
Fucking A.
Oh, nice. You saw Snooper Loop?
Oh, come on
I
now.
saw Snoop Dogg, and that was
And I know a
another
lot
one
of
of my
people pick on
favorite
me. I
concerts.
listen to those Spice Girls today. They pick on me.
Musicians are hurting so bad you could probably give $100 and System of a Down would probably come to your house and perform.
Hey, actually, you think they got it bad, man? Fucking Jehovah Witnesses won't even knock on your door. They keep their own hands in their own damn pockets. You know what I mean? Like, oh shit.
That's good. I don't want them coming at my door.
I had the Mormons at my door the other day.
They converted your big ass, didn't they?
Oh, yeah.
I love you. I'll tell you what you want. I'm in.
No, but
I feel bad for those kids.
Don't jam me. Don't.
I had to put him up there. I had to sing it a little bit too. Damn you and your earworms.
Like it's each to their own. I showed you some of the 7-inch singles there that I shouldn't be showing in the public forum, but I put fucking Rick Astley and all in there from when I was a kid, and the Chicken song and some absolute drivel. Use up because I was in.
It's amazing how you can raise your voice 6 octaves and fuck, you sound innocent. You're like, oh, yeah,
I'm innocent.
he just answers his shit. I know. You queen loving motherfucker. Fuck him. Beatles all the way, baby.
Yeah, poll has ended.
Fat bottom.
It was close. It was very close. I'm very happy it was close.
Oh my god, who wins? I don't even know. Fuck, I'll unzip my shit. Here we go.
I'll accept the poll decision. It's
Johnny
wrong, but
Cash.
I'll accept it.
There you go.
People have spoken.
That's unacceptable. That's funny. But yeah, I am gonna wrap this up. I kind of want something. It's really hard to come up with like a thought-provoking question that isn't political-esque, and I'm struggling. You guys know how to contact
No,
me.
it ain't, man. Fuck
Contact me with a question, and I'll look at it, and maybe we'll go with it next week. That more of a thought-provoking question, and maybe every other week we'll do that. Something that's just like, about education, stuff like that. The following week we'll do bands versus.
Let's go,
back
Brandon.
and forth.
Let's go, Brandon.
I think that'd be a lot of fun.
You could ask why Blake hasn't sold more T-shirts, or even better.
Yeah, hey, I sold one. I was an idiot and I bought one. So
yeah, me too.
I bought one too.
All right.
Or the best question would be, why did Blake steal my T-shirt idea?
Right.
Hey,
Joey
Get Joey up here.
Whoa, fuck
He's
you,
not
big
here. He's
Chewbacca
busy.
looking motherfucker. No, I did not steal your idea. Joey did. I just signed off.
That's why we get Joey
Okay,
up here.
Joey.
That's funny, buddy. Oh.
Well, let me ask you something. Who you gonna trust? Some dude named Captain, who's your big brother, or some pothead you never met in Cleveland? And that's what I did.
And on that note, guys, now you have something to ponder. With that being said, though, I'll
As long as the pothead has pot, you can trust them.
Hell yeah. The Beatles are better. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, all right. Real quick,
Bye, everyone.
Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, Jack. Thank you. Thank you guys for the super chat, super stickers, and the memberships. You all rock. I had fun with this tonight, and I look forward to next Thursday. It'll be a little bit later. It'll probably be after Bourbon Bounty, but we will do something probably for an hour and have like a little discussion for an hour. But yeah, this show will be moving to later, obvious reasons, new job and all that fun shit. But yeah. All right, chat. We'll see you soon.
Bye.